Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope that you guys are doing as well as can be and that this video puts a smile on your face even if you are not in a good mood or not feeling too well or just whatever your circumstance or situation is. Okay, so I know you guys see the oranges and now you're probably wondering what's going on? Why are we seeing oranges? Why are we seeing fruit? As well as some of you might not even be considering why the oranges are there. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time revolving around these oranges or something like them. So as some of you may know, I'm an art student. I attend the Enamani College of Visual and Performing Arts in Jamaica and I'm on my final year. I am absolutely grateful that I am on my final year because at this point, I am ready to just be done with school. Of course, just the academic part of it, but after all of that ends, I'm still going to be drawing because, drawing is like therapy for me. And yeah, let's not get into a ramble now because I have to let you guys know whatever it is I wanted to talk about in this video. So when I was doing this piece, when I was drawing all these oranges, it brought me back to when I was applying to EMCVPA, and I had to submit a 15-piece portfolio that was inclusive of this piece to the right top of the screen. So it's basically just like a wallpaper or a mat. I think my train of thought was to have it as a mat of some sort, some kind of decorative piece, and I had the oranges as the motif, and then I put branches around it to kind of be the frame. And when I am thinking about that piece, I was brought back to why I ended up being a student at EMCVPA. And I thought that would make a good storytime topic, just tell you guys how I got here, why I'm here, and, all the little things and stuff that come with being who I am today. Yeah. So there are persons involved in this story. I won't be calling any names. If I do, I'll be calling them letters of the alphabet or something else. So in high school, and I also did sixth form, I was a science student. I did mostly science subjects. And so by the end of high school, I would have expected that I'd go to either UE or UTech to pursue a degree in something science, because back then I said that I'd like to become a forensic scientist or an archaeologist, science stuff. But then when I got to sixth form, science was whooping me. I think I told you guys that in the Meet the Artist video where I told you guys that sciences whooped my behind, and so I just decided I'd leave sciences alone. So the situation is that during the final semester, the final term of sixth form, of upper six, that would be grade 13, I was completing an assignment. I was completing a lab report, and it turned out that I was having a struggle, because in high school, I would have had my best friend with me or should I say my best friends, where we'd all sit together and we'd work on the labs together, and we'd bring whatever ideas we have together, and then we'd complete lab reports together. Of course they were different because even though the labs were similar, we didn't all get the same results. I had this lab report to complete and I was having a struggle. So there was this girl in my class. We were friends. I'd consider her my friend because when I started sixth form at the school that I finished high school at, we became close. More study buddies, yeah, but we became close. And she was the one I normally go to for help. My dear, if you're listening to this video now, I'm sorry. I don't hate you. I mean, it's something that I remember, something that makes me who I am, something that I'll never forget. I'm being redundant. But yes. So I went to her for help, and on the day when I went to her for help, like it was like the last day for all the lab reports to be submitted. And I went to her and was like, could you help me with something? And her response to me asking her for help was one that had me crying the entire afternoon. Or, well, I didn't shed the tears because I didn't want anybody to see me crying. But my eyes were welled up with water the whole afternoon, the whole evening. And I was like, it's so painful sometimes. Like, what I learned from all of that is that sometimes you rely on others to help you move forward, and it doesn't work. Sometimes when you find that you have to rely on somebody to move forward, it's best if you find a situation, or should I say another path, that you don't necessarily have to rely on anybody. Or if it is a case where you need somebody's help, it wouldn't be a case where without their help you'd fail. And it literally felt like without her help I would have failed. Gladly, I did not fail the subject. But after that encounter, that's when I decided that I was going to go to an art school. Because during that time, I had my sketchbooks and I was drawing out all the time. And my dad is an artist, so, you know, I kind of follow in his footsteps, even though he does more wood carvings. I'm trying to remember if the open day happened before that situation or after. Either way, there was a friend of mine who was attending EMC VPA, and they were encouraging me to do it. They did music though. And then there was another friend of mine. We were in the same grade at the time, grade 13, and he said that he was going to apply to EMC VPA for music. And I asked, what do I have to do in order to apply? And they told me 15 pieces, fill out your application form. If you did visual arts, that would be a bonus, but you don't necessarily have to do it. The question about whether or not I did visual arts in CXC is a whole other story. And if you guys want to hear that one, you can comment down below and I'll make it happen. So it happened that I did all that I needed to do in order to get my application started for EMC VPA. And after I think the situation with the girl happened before that. I don't remember when it happened, but when it happened, I told myself that is why I am going to go to a place where when I do my work, I don't need to ask anyone for help. Or if it is a case where I have to ask anyone for help, Google can help me, YouTube can help me, and it wouldn't be hard for me to understand what YouTube and Google are trying to tell me. And that's one of how I got where I am today. Some of the times I look back and I say, well, I wish I was doing something else. But, you know, I'm happy I had the experiences that I had while being at EMC VPA. It has helped me to become the artist that I am today. I taught myself a lot of stuff. But, you know, certain experiences that I've had there, I couldn't have had anywhere else. And, you know, when people refuse to help you, when you are rejected, don't look at it as a bad thing. Use it as a stepping stone to go forward. Use it as a building block to build the future that you see for yourself and that you want to see for yourself. Because that's what I did. And a lot of people have done it. And if they can do it, then why can't others of us do it too? If you have gotten to the point of this video, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to click it. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. I am Cordelia from Shaded Dreams Unshaded, making each dream a reality. And don't forget, Jesus loves you.